They didn't find out about the shoot. It was a school around that
Yeah,
one. I think they said they didn't find out till after they had got off work.
yeah. I mean, it's an unfortunate situation. Like I said, if I definitely agree that a cell phone, smartphone, is a distraction to a kid. Period. You feel me? Um, I'm grown, cuz, and I don't even be thinking about it, and I be picking up my phone. You feel me? So to ask a kid to have a smartphone and not motherfucking use it during school is kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Um, in a situation like Minnesota, even making the call is almost too late. Like it's nothing you can really do once a motherfucker get on the premises. You feel me? Like
Yeah,
you can call, but I'm sure they got panic buttons at schools and shit like that. Like it's other ways to get in contact with emergency services.
but
But
that's if
once somebody get on the premises, cause it ain't a whole lot you could do.
yeah, but that's one of the things where that's if you with your class. What if you one of the people that's down the hallway or you secluded and you don't know what's going on? That phone is the only thing you got.
Right. Right.
You gotta think how shit. You saw Irma High School when you was last here. It's almost done now. Think
Yeah,
about it on the other side of the building.
that's a whole campus in itself.
Yeah, that's my only thing. Like if you pull out
I've
class,
seen community colleges not as big as that high school.
yeah, if you I agree with the between if you are if class is in session, yeah, I'm all with the discipline on that. But to lock the phones up and knowing these occurrences are getting more consistent,
Yeah,
unless
I mean,
unless you're teaching the kids other if you giving them other solutions in cases like that, then yeah, but you got resource officers that's going ham on some of these kids, and the only footage is what was released from somebody putting on social media. You got kids beating up teachers. You don't hear about that shit unless somebody record that shit. Sometimes that shit is like it's just like when you say about the social media. Sometimes that shit good, sometimes it's bad, but it all depends on how you use it.
yeah, I mean, in this situation right here, it's like I said, I know you kind of, and I feel you because like watching the news, just it be bullshit sometimes. It's just too much to take. But they was in the church part of the school, and he just walked up, you know, barricaded some of the doors, and just took off with an assault rifle. You feel me? And it's like you 20 years old. What you why is you targeting kids? It's not to say that kids going into a school with a weapon is better, but you really got to explain to me why a fully grown adult is doing that type of activity, man. And that shit's sad, man. Like I applaud the governor. The governor is like, these hopes and prayers, these well wishes and prayers, like that shit ain't enough no more.
It's not,
Some got to change. Some got to be different about the way we protect these kids in school.
and, and I understand back in the day we didn't have like the internet gives you real time occurrences. Whether it's 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. Back in our day, we had to wait till we got on. We had to wait till we get home and watch the news to see if something happened. But it just still seems like it's happening more frequently now than back then. Because back then it would have made all news every day, all day.
Right.
Now it's happening, and we mourn the loss for maybe a week.
The
And
other thing, I think the other thing is like a nigga might have a whole 32, a 22 back in the day for the old heads, you know what I'm saying? For the OGs, the unks, the pops, whatever you want to call them. Like back in the day, a motherfucker might have a 22, they might have a 25, they might have a 38. You feel me? We didn't have access to no motherfucking submachine gun. You feel me? And that's what it is lately, man. It's like they never gonna take them motherfuckers off the street. And that's the only thing that should be going on, bro.
Yeah, I agree. Let me send this message. Go ahead.
We gotta explain why you need an assault rifle, you feel me, in your civilian life. Like what kind of enemies you got where you need an assault rifle. Now, granted, we come into a time where in the world where shit, reasonable people need an assault rifle, but you know what I'm saying? Like we need some deep dives into people's backgrounds before they should be able to get an AR with a 100-round drum. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree. Like you said, you need 100 rounds. If you ain't hit with the first 16, that shit ain't gonna matter. But then I understand why it do matter. And then some people just like it for the sport, which I kind of understand. And some people got to show off just because they got it, I got it too. So it's I got mixed reactions about it. That's it.
Like not to like I said, if you a reasonable person and you got one to protect your home because the motherfuckers outside your home got them, I get it. But you need to go through a deep psychological evaluation before, you know what I'm saying, before you should be able to take home an AR.
I agree. I totally agree.
I mean, if you was on ADHD medication, if you was suspended from school for violence, if you got CDVs on your record, if you did anything questionable in your life, and it can't be explained through whatever happened in the case. Like I get it, you got into a fight with your girlfriend, you had one fight with your girlfriend, that shouldn't bar you. But if you've been fighting your whole life, you got a bunch of CDVs, you got a bunch of stalking, you got like the amount of people that have access to these weapons that have a questionable past on the surface, that shit is crazy to me.
Yeah, but I'm talking about these people that don't have a past. And then a lot of these people are between the age of like 16 and like 20 something. I should look it up, but they don't be that old that be doing these things. And what is it that made you go back to school to do it?
It's unfortunate, man. It's sad for the like 2 kids passed, 17 hurt, up to 17. At the time, 2 was critical. Last I heard, you know what I'm saying. You feel for them families, man. You feel for the people in that community, because unfortunately, like we always say, one of them starts a cycle normally. You feel me? And who got time for that, man? Who want to deal with that? Especially babies. You don't want to see nobody pass away, but not no fucking babies to gun violence who ain't got a chance to live their life.
Yeah. And then like that's all something. And I agree, but like, they say women and kids are off limits. Like I don't want to see no other man die, but people ain't even caring. They ain't got no standards. They ain't got no morals. They damn sure got no empathy.
That's just where we at in the world, man. Like I say, you got military presidents in DC talking about going to Chicago, talking about going to Baltimore, talking about going to Detroit. You feel me? Like, as a veteran of the United States Army, you gonna have to lock me up before you put me out on the street to go round up the people I'm supposed to be here to protect.
And that's the other thing I don't get. Even with ICE and all these federal agents, like your job is more important than your morals. Now you don't want nobody to rip your kids away from your family, but you out here running to rip kids away from other people's families, dads away from other people's families, and then the ones that are Latino, Mexican, and Black, you should relate to these people.
But
You should relate to these people. I don't care what you. If nobody has done something to me in my eyes, me personally, or somebody I know, I can't see myself wanting ripping a child from a parent or listen to a mama scream. As no matter who you talk to, as far as people, I don't say who you talk to, but people in the military. That's one thing that when they go to war, they say they can't get them screams out their head. So you going home comfortable with a child screaming for their mother and dad that you just ripping out a car or you beating, and you don't know nothing about that person? You ain't no soldier. And then
it's
they run up on people in unmarked cars.
right.
No badges. So you ain't got no badge, unmarked car, but your shit say police. You can pick one of them shits up on T-Move.
Just straight up. Like I say, we in a terrible time. It's the same shit. Like you hate to equate it to that, but it's the same shit that they did in fucking Germany back in the fucking 40s. You feel me? It's I don't know, man. Like I said, if I'm in the military now and you send me to DC to just go ransack a motherfucking picnic and just pick people up to see if they're a criminal, I ain't doing that, cuz you're gonna have to send me to the brig.
What happened? And that's the other thing. So what happened to the oath of foreign or domestic when I guess then the oath is more important than the morals? Like which one do you follow?
Well, that's when you in the military, cuz the commander in chief, which is the president of the United States, he's actually the top of the food chain, top of the chain of command. You feel me? Um, that's why I'm telling you that's the only decision that you really have. You can't quit the military. You feel me? And if you don't do what you ordered to do, you're gonna have to face some type of disciplinary action.
I mean, but that's everybody.
For this, not everybody don't go to jail because they don't like their boss.
I'm talking about, you're right. Everybody don't go to jail, but it comes down to if you're a soldier, part of your mindset is to fight. And then part of your as black people, we fight. Every day we fight. You can either fight or not fight.
It's that Civil War shit, and this ain't blue and gray. This ain't the blue and the gray where you can identify who your enemy is.
Yeah.
We're in a dangerous time where either what you gonna do? You gonna be in uniform 24/7 in your country to distinguish that you are some type of security domestically against the people who live here. Like everybody don't have a uniform.
And that's the other thing. Like these soldiers are living amongst us. Like they living amongst the regular folks. So, and that's the other part. Like you had the people from January 6th who didn't care about nothing, and they went up against the commander in chief, so to say, or everybody but him, whoever you want to say. What makes you think they won't turn on you as far as ICE or you as far as Secretary of Defense or like there's certain people that don't even care. They feel like their rights are violated and they ready to die for this shit.
Right.
And as every other group of colored people, Black, Hispanic, Asians. We all, I ain't gonna say we fall in line, but we fall in line. But those people have proven to overstep that line. And sooner or later, everything corrects itself.
You gotta hope so, cuz, and it need to be sooner, because we've been going through the fucked up shit for the last 8 to 12 years that these motherfuckers is losing their mind. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. We just in a strange place where when you look back on this shit, when they look back on this shit 100 years from now, you gotta hope that we've gotten better. You gotta hope that the generations have hope to fix this, and they gonna look back at these people right here and be like, "What the fuck was y'all on, cuz?"
I think we forgot we the same. Like the country's been divided so much, and I wanted to say this, right? They bet a lot of shit on immigrants, right? Our checks still look the same. Inflation's still going up. Like y'all said, they said that we're gonna get these immigrants out, we're gonna bring work back, we're gonna do, but my checks still look the same.
Still taxing the fuck out you. Gas still high. Groceries still high.
So what did
jobs ain't plentiful.
So what did you save me from that the immigrants were taking from
me? Well, it's two things. They was taking jobs, but they only did that for the redneck people. You feel me? Not even rednecks, because it's rednecks that ain't MAGA. You feel me? So the MAGA population is the immigrants are the murderers, criminals, SAs. They do all the vile crime in the world. You feel me? Old white men don't do shit, apparently.
Apparently.
Old white men don't do a goddamn thing. They ain't never committed no crime. They ain't never did no act of violence. None of that shit.
I said the same thing, except for they take. That's it. They take.
Yeah, man. I'm normally a lot more happy, man. I'm gonna get off of this shit because I hate the politic talk. I hate where we at as humanity. Normally this time of year, I'm excited about football. I'm glad football is back, but I don't feel the same excitement because we don't know if they gonna interrupt this program for a special news bulletin. We don't know where the fuck we at. But that being said, shout out my alma mater, my brother's alma mater, Dutch Fork High School in Irmo, South Carolina. Still running around kicking motherfuckers in the ass, and you gonna have to come through there if you want to win a championship. For the fantasy football people, man, I hope your draft went all right. We're gonna get this thing kicked off in a little while. My team seemed to be all right. I ain't gonna front. I'm all right. You know, everybody all right week 1.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to the Irmo Little League World Series kids. They didn't make it all the way there, but they got far. They did something a little bit for them at I think they came back last Saturday. I think they came back.
That was last Wednesday. We was on when that game came on.
Yeah. No, when they got back home. Like when they got back home, they had a little welcome home thing. I think the town would do something for them.
They got to.
Yeah. But as far as my fantasy football, I looked at it. I ain't gonna lie, I did like 9 drafts just to draft. I probably ain't gonna watch them. I just like drafting. But the league that we in, I think I got Brock Purdy as the quarterback. I ain't too happy about that. He ain't got nobody throw the ball to him.
I don't know, cuz What's his name? Tariq. They got another TO out there, cuz.
They released him. They cut him.
They released Terrell on Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. See, I ain't even been keeping up.
Yeah, they released him. Let me double check, but yeah, they released him.
Oh, man, that's tough. That is tough. It's a hard knock life out here, man. It's a hard knock life. I ain't gonna get on the Shador shit. I did see a little clip from Asante Samuel talking about, that process of, NFL politics when you drafted, where you drafted, and how sometimes it don't matter if you're the better player. If you got drafted after somebody in the same position, politics say they gonna get the start. You feel me?
But football sports, we always talk about the best people gonna play.
That ain't true. We know that ain't true.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you not sticking true to what you teach kids at a young age. The best people gonna play. Does he play for the end of the year? I think he plays at least a whole game before the end of the year. Whether they're winning or not.
It's like it's what do you do? Because if you shit on this man so bad, I think I really feel like they don't even want to give him the playbook. You feel me? Just in case he get up out of there, or when he get up out of there. And Shador, who knows? He probably is not the vindictive type to be like, hey, look, this is what they do. You feel me? But they so petty with the shit, I don't even think they giving them the playbook.
They probably ain't, but like I said, I think he does by the end of the year. You got to think, four quarterbacks 2 years ago?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It is possible, but I think that'll show their truth. I actually think they're using them for like social media prep. I ain't seen this much Cleveland Browns on my timeline ever. And it's all him. But it's the Cleveland Browns. It's the
official page.
Yeah. But that's the most I've seen ever.
Yeah.
Nobody care about shitty Browns.
Your boy Steve do.
Yeah, he do.
I know in all my life, nigga, I know one Cleveland Brown fan that I believe is an actual Cleveland Brown fan.
They was tied with Cleveland in some type of way, moving through or something.
I knew some people from Cleveland that didn't fuck with the Cleveland Browns. And yeah. unless you from the Jim Brown era, yeah, the motherfuckers didn't fuck with the Browns, man.
Yeah, Steve was the only one. Cleveland Browns might be the only team that nobody picked on that. Like, I think people pick the Carolina Panthers over.
You might pick them if a motherfucker be like, you can only use a 70 and below. We gonna play a 70 and below team.
Well, I don't know that. That's still the Panthers.
I'm not picking the Browns. Who's terrible? I'll go get the Raiders. I'll go get who else is terrible? I'll go get the Colts. I'll go get the Jets. It's a bunch of motherfuckers I'm gonna go get before I go get Cleveland.
Yeah, I'll go get the Jets. I'll go get the Jets before I go get Cleveland. But Cleveland's always had a decent defense because of Myles Garrett. Not only Myles Garrett, they've always had a decent defense.
Yeah. But their offense is fucked up and they don't know what to do with quarterbacks. Like I said, look at Baker Mayfield. Motherfuckers thought they had ruined his career.
Yeah. Hey, before we get out of here, I want to ask you, did you hear? It ain't official, but they're trying to say South Carolina is the Southern Soul Motown. It's becoming the Southern Soul Motown. Or Motown of the South.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. It's gonna be, if it's not South Carolina, I'm gonna go all the way to Mississippi. I think South Carolina and Mississippi is probably neck and neck. South Carolina, Mississippi, Alabama. It's a three-way. It's a three-way.
So you would throw Louisiana in there somewhere?
Louisiana is bounced.
Yeah.
They bounce.
Yeah. But yeah, I was happy to see that. It's not official, but I can see what they're saying. They're saying people coming here for beats, like they come here for beats production. What's his name? Kang 803.
Right.
There's a lot of people in Southern Soul that have got beats off him.
I feel like South Carolina is being held as an originator. But those of us that are from South Carolina, we know Southern Soul been going on for many a year. I just think that right now, we, the people in South Carolina, the King Georges, the 803 Freshes, I just feel like we got the shit in the chokehold and we the ones that's exposing it to the rest of the world. You feel me? But there's been plenty of other states involved. Like I said, Alabama is heavy. Mississippi is heavy. People from Georgia, they with the shit. People from Florida, they with the shit. I just feel like South Carolina, Alabama, when you get to looking into it and you looking at who's doing what and what their visuals look like and the quality of their music, you looking at South Carolina, Alabama, and the mix and the city.
And people haven't even gotten on King George yet. Like they don't really at all, but for people that love music and
yeah, we thought we was done with Boots on the Ground. Fantasia done jumped on that motherfucking remix. They smart as hell now. They held that thing.
They held it, but like I said, and they whatever it is with 803 with King George, 803 Fresh, he was on the Breakfast Club, and Charlamagne asked him about King George. He was like, he got some stuff coming. He just doing it at his own pace. I think that's kind of smart too. Let 803 get his shine. Let him do his thing, and I'm gonna keep cooking, and I'm gonna move when I want to move. Sometimes people rush it. Yeah, move when you want to move. And I think that was the thing about music back in the day too. Like we know if we got something hot, we probably can get nothing for another year or two from that artist.
Right.
Start fiending for it. Now people put out so much music, you don't even fiend for music no more.
It's so much of it. You can't be like, I'm waiting to see what a motherfucker gonna do. Because where back in the day, you could drop an album, you could drop a single every other month for 6 months. You know what I'm saying? You go on tour for 2 years. There's so much music coming out now. It ain't a whole lot you can do with it. I feel like you do need to, kind of put your foot on their neck now. I just seen a little article, not an article, a little news segment on La Russell. Now that's not Southern Soul.
Yeah.
He the young jit from Oakland. And he got super slaps, cuz he got dope music, but he was talking about being on his independent grind and like working with the people that he know and doing venues, doing concerts in the house he grew up in, backyard, and doing it at local events. And he done touched millions of dollars. You feel me? Just doing it that way. So going the Master P route, going the Slim Thug route, like you just have to be on your motherfucking grind as an independent. Everybody would love that machine to be able to be like, yeah, I need you to make sure my video get played, after the lottery numbers come out. You know what I'm saying? I need you to make sure that my shit spin on the radio, even though don't nobody really give a fuck about the radio. But the machine is what would get you out there. But if you're going to be an independent, you definitely got to be on your grind.
Yeah, machine puts you in that debt that you can't get out of. Machine puts you in that chokehold that's hard to get out of.
For sure. For sure.
The other dude I put you on to, I like that. I can't think of. He from Mississippi. The dude I sent you, Dear Sound. I think he dope.
It's a lot of, like I said, in that Southern Soul, so
he just rap, but no, go ahead.
Oh,
yeah, he just
it's
rap.
For all the types of music. Like once upon a time, I was one of them angry old heads, and I was like, man, these motherfuckers fucking up the game. But those is the people that's on the majors or those smaller independents connected to majors. If you want good music that you fuck with, it's out there because it's a million motherfuckers on the TikTok, on IG, on Facebook that they making quality motherfucking music, and you get to pick what you listening to. I think that's the biggest thing now is your playlist now can be where you was listening to these three people and getting all your music from. Now you getting your music from 100 motherfuckers, 1,000 motherfuckers.
Yeah, I think the radio did mess it up, where you always can every day of the week you always can tell what time a certain track will get played.
Oh, for sure.
And then you already know that track will get played like 6-7 times that day. And I think radio killed that with you're not feeding for the track no more. You just tired of hearing it. So the fact that you kind of control what you want to listen to, that plays a big role.
I don't even very rarely do I get in the car and turn on the radio. I ride in silence now, nigga. I listen to my music when I'm at home and I'm safe and I don't have no distractions. When I'm on the road, I'm out there, nigga, I got my head on the swivel. I don't give a fuck about no music too much. But whenever I do turn on the radio, bro, they wore Kendrick shit out.
Yeah.
They wore Kendrick shit. I was so sick of that goddamn song after a while, and it was a banger. It was dope. It was a moment in the culture. But if you turn on that motherfucking radio, if this world, not like nigga, they wore that shit out.
Yeah, that Not Like Us. I knew it was over when my daughter jumped in the car rapping and shit. And I was like, you just got out of school.
Once the kids but that's how you know it's a hit.
And
once the kids get a hold of it.
And then she was just like, hey, mine are, and I'm just like, you don't even know what that shit means. In my head, I'm just like,
you gotta be thankful she don't know what it means.
Yeah. But I'm thankful Southern Soul. I'm thankful that I'm able to see South Carolina flourish because, as you say, you was a rapper, so South Carolina's been in the back. Mississippi done had their artists.
Right.
Louisiana had their artists. Who else you name? Alabama had their artists.
Everybody
had their artists. In South Carolina,
you had people from South Carolina that left and said they was from other places. You feel me? But as far as putting out music and it being good and accepted and just accepted for being from South Carolina, it's the first time. Since Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yeah. Another thing I like about Southern Soul is like, I already know about all men.
Oh, for sure.
I got to be extra with my vibe. That's when I like Southern Soul. Some people be like, it's the same beat, sped up, slow down, and I totally understand it. But if you listen to the words, that shit ain't the same. Those words are on some regular, and I ain't gonna say just Southern shit. It's just on some regular shit. And when I do listen to rap, that's what I listen to. I listen for the records. Every once in a while, I throw on some old school Lil Jon just to get the blood flowing, or some T.I.s and the Jeezys, stuff like that. But if I'm just vibing out, taking a shower, just scrolling through TikTok, sitting there drinking by myself, stuff I can play with my daughter in the car, and I have to worry about, oh shit, let me turn this down. I kind of already know the tracks.
And I think that is probably the other reason why it's catching on, because
it's cookout music. It's family gathering music.
It's family gathering cookout. Now, don't get it twisted. It's some nasty, raunchy, motherfucking songs, man. Like,
Yeah.
help me find my draw. You
Yeah.
hear me? Like, and he don't get nasty. That's a real song for the people that don't know. Look up Help Me Find My Drawers. But it's cookout music. It feel good. You don't have to pay it that much attention. You just find yourself in the groove.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like I said, South Carolina getting that shine for anything artistic makes my day because we be in the news for bullshit.
We being, and that's another thing. We got Southern Soul coming up. We got Gamecock football coming up. We got, I'm not a fan, Clemson football coming up. We got the Lady Game. Like, we about to be on the map for a little bit. Hopefully it's all good. Hopefully it ain't no bullshit, but we get back to politics. McMaster's and what's the other dude?
Politics ain't going nowhere, man. It's just whether or not you give a fuck.
Yeah,
right now, I'm listening. Say what?
What's the other dude now?
Which one?
Lindsey Graham. Oh, Lindsey Graham and
yeah.
And Donkey from Shrek.
Yeah. Old Tim Scott.
Yeah.
Lift up, boss.
Yeah, F up, boss.
Yeah, that's a good place to leave off right there.
Yeah.
Old donkey teeth.
Old donkey teeth. Donkey now.
Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, we were supposed to have Terrance Tucker on. He is a nonprofit. He's a leader of a nonprofit, man. He does great things in the community locally in Columbia, South Carolina. He's an author. He's a philanthropist. We'd like to get him back on. I'm not sure what happened with the scheduling, but things happen. Outside of that, man, I'm just glad, thankful, prayerful to have this time to chop it up with my brother and shoot this shit that we call life. I'm thankful for the people in my life. I'm thankful for being under protection. I know this wasn't that kind of show, but sometimes I heard somebody say it the other day. I might have reposted it on TikTok, man. Stop asking God for shit and thank him for the shit you got.
Yeah,
that's my message.
Yeah, I'll be doing that. I just want to thank you. I don't even want to ask nothing for right now because I know I'm going to do it later. Just thank you. Like being a realist, I know I'm going to ask you later. Just thank you right now.
Straight like that, man. Look, I'm Jay Walking the Third. That's Carolina Dirt. We getting ready for school, so I don't know if we're going to be back on Friday, but we'll definitely be back on Wednesday, man. And we'll link up with you, man. Love the people who love you back always. And thanks for fucking with us. Like, share, subscribe, all that good internet talk. You got anything?
No, be easy. Oh, it's cool weather coming. Appreciate it.
Hey, I know that's right. Take that sun up out of there for a little while. We gone, man. Y'all be safe, man. Till the next time.